Good morning, good morning, good Friday morning. What is going on out there in the universe? I am coming live on a pre recorded video. I would like to say on this Friday morning, you are truly, truly blessed. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget or do it not ever take for granted waking up each and every morning. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I would like to say also, if this y'all first time in or checking out this channel, welcome. You are here with the host, Mr. RC, and this is my channel, Mr. RC Community TV. And we up in here early, top of the morning. Yes. I'm only in here for a second, you guys. I got some on my mind this morning, and I wanted to share it with the people out there in the universe. No matter, no matter what you're going through in life, no matter where you at in your life, keep it pushing, keep it moving. In the process of that, try to get better. Try to get better in forgiving, first of all, yourself. Try to get better in forgiving others. Try to get better in everyday blessings of life, because every day is a blessing. Every day is a blessing. Waking up, being on this side of the universe. I truly have a respect for that. I truly have a respect for the way how God wake us up every morning, no matter if we done wrong, no matter if we done right. He still find it in his heart to wake you up. So at least we can do is to try to get better in life. The older you get, the the birthdays that he gives us, the new year that he gives us, we owe a lot to that man upstairs. Yeah, that's my alarm clock. As y'all guys know, this is like my third week on first shift. Yes, I got to get the sound effects up in here, the clapping emojis, right? This is my third week on first shift. I've been on third shift for 8 years, and now I'm on first shift, and I will say that I like it. I have a lot more time, I have a lot more energy, and I have a lot more creative time to put inside of myself so I can bring it out to the universe. I have a lot of time to bring out the creativity inside of me. That's why it's important to work on yourself. That's why it's also important to not take stressful things on so you can have time to work on you. Yes. Okay. We only in here for a couple of seconds. We're gonna get into morning praise on this Friday. We have one more day left. I believe it's 31 days in this month, the first of the year, right? 2026. So let's get into it. Okay.
Sometimes God doesn't calm the storm because the storm was never the problem. Sometimes he lets it rage so he can calm you. That situation wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. See, everybody wants peace, everybody wants clarity, but nobody wants the pain that produces it. But growth don't happen in comfort. Strength don't show up in silence. The storm revealed who you were, but it also revealed who you're not. And that's the gift. The storm stripped the lies. It exposed the weaknesses. It tore away everything fake so God can show you what's real. So don't pray it away too soon. Let it do its work. Let it shape you. Because storms don't destroy purpose, they reveal it. And on the other side of this, you won't just survive. You'll stand different, walk different, believe different. Because when you've been through real pain, you speak with real power. That's why he let it hit you. It was never about the storm, it was about what it woke up inside you.
Yes. Yes. See, for me, you guys, for me, okay, for me, I'm just talking about me. I really took out time to work on my mind, on my heart, on myself. And then I started putting it out there in the universe so other people can see that if it changed me or if I can change, anybody can do this. And on the other side, you guys, I tell you, on the other side is really joy there. On that other side is really peace there. But you have to first acknowledge certain things in your life and don't take on so many stressful things in your life. I truly believe when we take on so many things in our life or say that big promotion, right? If we take on a bigger promotion, that might comes with stress. If we have certain people or certain things in your life, sometimes that can come with stress. And stress is not good for nobody. It's not good for yourself. It's not good for the people that's around you, the people that love you, the people that you love. And I learned this. I learned this from my dear old mother, right? You know, I talk about her a lot. She got away from a lot of stressful things in her life to make her life simple so she can enjoy life. When you enjoy life, other people around you, you can inspire them to basically be happy and joyful as well. That's what life is about. That's what life is about. So we're going to get in here for a second and let my favorite teacher, my philosopher, okay, Mr. Les Brown, he's going to tell us a good strategy for 2026, right? This is the man that changed my thoughts, that changed my mindset 8 years ago. Mr. Les Brown. Let's listen to him this morning.
Your smile will give you a positive countenance that will make people feel comfortable around you. Hello, family! I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Feel that. That's called a gift. That's called a yes from the universe. You are still here. But I want to ask you something that's been weighing on my heart. What do you do when the lights go out in your life? What do you do when you've lost the job, the doctor's report isn't what you wanted to hear, and the people you thought would be in your corner have vanished like mist in the morning sun? Most people fold. Most people allow the external darkness to extinguish their internal light. But I'm here to tell you that staying positive isn't about some Pollyanna philosophy. It's not about ignoring the pain. It's about a never say die spirit that looks the storm in the eye and says, you can't have me. I remember being labeled educable mentally retarded in school. I remember the pain of being a OD level student with level dreams. I had every reason to be cynical, but I realized that if I didn't cultivate a positive mind, I was already dead while I was still breathing. The sanctuary of the mind, guarding your inner gates. You don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. That is a truth that will either set you free or keep you in chains. And it all begins in the secret chambers of your mind. You see, family, staying positive is not a luxury. It's not something you do when the sun is shining and the bills are paid and everybody is laughing at your jokes. No, staying positive is a survival strategy. It is the most important work you will ever do. Most people are walking around with their minds wide open, like a house with no doors and no locks, letting every piece of garbage, every negative comment, every tragic news story, and every doubting Thomas walk right in and take a seat on the sofa of their soul. You cannot live a high-level life with a low-level mind. You've got to understand that your mind is a sanctuary, a holy place that was designed to create greatness, but it has been invaded by the weeds of, I can't, it's too hard, and what if I fail? I want you to look at your mind like a plot of rich, fertile land. Now, that land doesn't care what you plant in it. It is neutral. If you plant nightshade and poison, the earth will return to you a harvest of death with just as much enthusiasm as if you had planted corn or roses. The universe doesn't judge your thoughts. It simply reflects them back to you in your reality. If you are constantly dwelling on what's wrong, if you are waking up in the morning and immediately checking your phone to see who's fighting or what disaster has struck, you are planting poison in your garden. And then you wonder why you feel anxious, you wonder why you feel defeated. It's because you haven't guarded your gates. You've got to become the most disciplined person you know when it comes to what you allow to enter your consciousness. You have to be unreasonably positive. When I was first starting out, trying to make something of myself, I had people who loved me, people who meant well, telling me to be realistic. Let me see. Les, look at your background. Look at your education. Don't get your hopes up. They were trying to protect me from disappointment, but they were actually trying to infect me with their own limitations. I had to learn to shut my ears. I had to learn that other people's opinions of me did not have to become my reality. You've got to develop a deafness to the negativity of the world. You have to be willing to be called crazy or delusional, because in a world that is obsessed with the negative, the person who stays positive is an anomaly. But that anomaly is the one who changes the world. You've got to stand guard at the door of your mind every single second. You have to be the bouncer at the club of your consciousness. If thought comes up that says, you're not good enough. You've got to grab. You don't sit down and have tea with your fears. You replace them. You have to fill that sanctuary with power. You have to read the books that challenge you. You have to listen to the tapes that stir your soul. You have to talk to yourself. I used to talk to myself in the mirror until I started believing the man looking back at me. I'd say, Liz Brown, you are a master communicator. You are going to touch the lives of millions. I didn't have a dime in my pocket when I was saying it, but I was busy guarding my gates and planting the seeds of my future. If you don't take charge of your mind, someone else will. The media will take charge of it. Your disgruntled coworkers will take charge of it. Or your own past traumas will take charge of it. And they will turn your sanctuary into a prison. Staying positive requires a ferocious, relentless commitment to the light. It means that when the darkness comes, and it will come, you don't panic. You just turn on the lamp of your vision. You remind yourself of who you are. You remind yourself that you are a child of the Creator, endowed with seeds of greatness. You have to cultivate an inner environment that is so toxic to negativity that doubt can't even breathe in your presence. It takes work. It's a daily grind. It's getting up an hour early to feed your spirit before the world has a chance to starve it. It's choosing to see the opportunity in the opposition. This is the first step, the foundation of everything else. If you lose the battle in your mind, you've already lost the battle in the world. But if you win within, if you keep that sanctuary pure and filled with positive expectation, then there is nothing, absolutely nothing, under the sun that can stop you from reaching your destiny. You've got to guard your gates, family. Your life depends on it. The power of perspective finding, the seed of benefit. Listen to me close now, because this is where the rubber meets the road. Most people think that staying positive means you've got to be happy all the time, that you've got to have a big grin on your face while your house is burning down. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a deep-seated, rock-solid perspective that allows you to look at the wreckage of your life and see a foundation for a skyscraper. You see, family, it's not what happens to you that defines your life, it's how you choose to label what happens to you. Most of us are walking around with a tragedy label in our pockets, and the moment something goes wrong, the moment we face a setback or a heartbreak, we slap that label on it and we give up. But the winners in this life, the people who possess that hunger, they carry a different set of labels. They look at the same situation and they label it lesson. They label it preparation. They label it the bridge to my breakthrough. I remember a time in my life when I felt like the world was collapsing on me. I had worked so hard to get into the political arena. I was representing my community. I was making moves, and then suddenly I found myself on the outside looking in. I was out of a job. I was feeling humiliated, and I felt like I had reached the end of my rope. I was sitting in the dark, feeling sorry for myself, asking that question that kills more dreams than failure ever will. Why me? But then something shifted. I realized that as long as I was asking, why me? I was a victim. And a victim cannot be a victor. I had to change my perspective. I had to start asking, what is this for? I realized that that negative event was actually the universe shaking me loose from a life that was too small for me. If I hadn't lost that position, I would have spent my whole life in a small room in a state building. I never would have stood on stages around the world. I never would have found my true voice. The adversity was actually an advancement in disguise. You've got to understand that every challenge you face contains within it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. But here is the catch. That seed is often buried deep inside the dirt of your struggle. If you're too busy crying about the dirt, you'll never find the seed. You have to be willing to dig. You have to be willing to look at your pain and say, I don't like you, and I didn't ask for you. I'm going to make you pay me for the trouble you've caused. You have to extract value from your pain. Think about the oyster. An oyster takes a piece of sand, a grain of grit that is irritating it, scratching it, making its life miserable, and it doesn't complain. It doesn't go to therapy to talk about how the sand hurt its feelings. It wraps that grit in layer after layer of its own inner substance until it turns that irritation into a pearl. That is what perspective does. It allows you to take the grit of life and turn it into something of immense value. When you change the way you look at things,
now that's where your positive thinking come in at. You have to change the way that you look at things in life. See, like I stated, many of us,
It's so easy to become a positive.
hold on, I'm looking for something else. Many of us choose not to have a positive mindset. And that's the very thing that's keeping a lot of us stuck in unhappy situations, unhappy because of the mindset that we have. So I'm saying to you this morning, in 2026, we coming up on the second month to 2026. Start the new year off right. If you have or if you haven't. If you have, keep it going. If you haven't, get on board with your feelings, get on board with your mind, get on board with your heart, and try to create a different experience inside of you. I'm telling you guys, it works. Get around people, like Mr. Les Brown said, get around the right people at your job, whether it's family members, whether it's friends, whoever that you talk to. Get around positive thinking people. I can't emphasize that enough. That is major, to be around the right people to change or to solidify your mind state. Okay? This Friday morning, this is motivational for your mind, motivational for your heart. Okay? Motivational for you as a person to really look deep inside yourself and see the happiness that's waiting on you. There's a lot of people that's not really that happy with themselves, and they go out here in the world projecting and putting their unhappiness on other people, when all you could do is just do self-work within self and get around the right people and listen to the right things to become a better person. This man right here that you see on this screen, this man changed my thinking. He changed my mind. And when I really started listening to him, not just with my ears, but with my heart, I started letting his words, I started letting my thinking and things that I wanted to do better, I started letting the world and everything touch me in a way that I want to do better. We got 5 more minutes, and then I will let you guys go on this Friday morning. Okay.
Workshops, or to purchase your art, or to hear your lecture on a particular subject area. You want to use your time perfecting your skill and your passion to stand out as an expert. Use your time to operate from that consciousness of Henry David Thoreau, who said, do not go where the path may lead, go where there is no path and leave a trail. I talked to a friend of mine yesterday that has a new invention. I said, whoa. I said, how long you been working on this? Well, some time. But I finally got it together. I said, oh, I'm so proud of you. Because if you look around, people are coming up with new ideas. And here's something. If you do this, if you maximize your time, if you just decide, I'm going to find something that I would enjoy doing, and then I'm going to carve out the time and have a schedule that I'm.
The time, that's very important. See, this Mr. Lester Brown, he say, time is very important. We will waste it away doing things that's not good for your heart or mind, okay? Whether that's a job, whether that's anything, okay? We'll waste time away, but we do not carve out time to get better in the heart, better in the mind.
I'm working on it every day. Listen to me. Nobody can touch you. I was just going through the internet the other day. It's amazing the magnitude of craziness that's out there. This computer, the video, you can use it to start a global business, to earn millions of dollars, to touch millions of people. And it's amazing the time and the effort that people put in to produce stuff that's nonsense. Garbage
Information. If you stroll down people's timelines on their phone and you see what they do, that's time wasted when you can spend time learning some new positive things, learning new positive strategies on how to, I don't know how to get a better mindset with yourself to the world. But what we do, we play video games on our phones. We listen to the garbage information, the gossip, who's fighting, who looks good, who looks better, who got the better car, who got the better purse or shoes. We look at all of this other stuff, but how many people put time into positive information that can help you see better, that can help you think better, that can help you love better? That's what's important for our kids. That's most important.
It's amazing. There's no competition. There's no excuse today for not becoming successful. Even if you've just lost your job, even if you're going through foreclosure and eviction, you can come back. You have no competition because the majority of the people throw their time away and they have nothing to show for it. I remember when I was in Miami and I came down and I just finished doing one of the television shows that I'd been paid $5 million for. And I saw a friend of mine named Lefty that we used to shoot pool together on 3rd Avenue, 12th Street, across from Douglas Elementary School, Sam's Pool Room. And I said, look, Lefty, I'm about to go back to Columbus, Ohio. He said, oh, great, man. He said, I'll be right here when you come back, holding down the corner. He was holding down the corner. This guy that I used to look up to, he was a very talented and gifted basketball player. He was holding down the corner, have about 12 teeth in his mouth, holding down the corner.
That's not funny. That's actually sad. Listen to what he said, though, that he used to look up to. Used to look up to.
Have you seen people who just, their lives are just stopped? They're not working and producing Herein my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. We were put here to bear some fruit? No. Much fruit. To be productive, to make an impact, to create a presence. That's why we're here. To work. To leave our mark. And so do an evaluation of yourself. Ask yourself, if you look at 24 hours, how much time do you spend developing your mind? How much time do you spend learning a new skill? The economy has changed. 47 million jobs will be lost to artificial intelligence. Majority of money being made on the planet is being made virtually at home on a computer. The game has changed. The day where you can go to college and graduate and have thousands of dollars of debt and be able to get a job working for 40 years and retire in 40 years on 40%, which wasn't enough in the first place, that day is gone. And I'm encouraging you, get around people who are using their time productively, because people rub off on you. I remember Steve Skilkin.
And we're going to stop it right there. That's 30 minutes. Key point. He said, get around people. I thank God for the people that I have around me right now. Shout out to y'all people. And shout out to the people, my friends and families as well. But the people I have around me right now is productive, positive people. Okay? That's what people out there in the universe, that's what we need. We need people around us, co-workers, friends, family. Look at these people. See what they talking about. If they ain't really talking about nothing but money, cars, clothes, purse, stuff like that. If that's all that they talking about, find you some new friends. Okay? That's my message on this Friday morning. Y'all wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay? This Friday morning, this the last couple of days of the month of the new 2026, right? So listen, man, find y'all some people that's really doing something in the heart and in the spirit of things. Get around the right people. That's major. That is really major. That's my time, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that always check out these videos. Okay. Like I say, I am truly blessed to be here on this side of the universe, and you guys should be truly blessed too. You see this on my screen? He didn't just save me, he changed me. That's a very big statement. I'm so proud that I was able to see it. And I want you guys out there to see you can also be saved and changed as well. Till the next time I put my face on this place, you already know my saying. Peace, love, and positivity. Enjoy your Friday weekend, okay? Peace.
Sometimes God doesn't calm the storm because the storm was never the problem. Sometimes he lets it rage so he can calm you. That situation wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. See, everybody wants peace, everybody wants clarity, but nobody wants the pain that produces it. But growth don't happen in comfort. Strength don't show up in silence. The storm revealed who you were, but it also revealed who you're not. And that's the gift. The storm stripped the lies. It exposed the weaknesses. It tore away everything fake so God can show you what's real. So don't pray it away too soon. Let it do its work. Let it shape you. Because storms don't destroy purpose, they reveal it. And on the other side of this, you won't just survive. You'll stand different, walk different, believe different. Because when you've been through real pain, you speak with real power. That's why he let it hit you. It was never about the storm, it was about what it woke up inside you.